Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm Chaplain Bill Cannell. I am the founder of Peacemakers Ministries, and this is our very first YouTube video. It's an introduction. The title of this branch of our ministry is called Sheepdogs Overwatch. If you are in law enforcement, if you are a member of the military, if you're in the fire service, if you are an EMT, if you're the spouse of an EMT, if you're a civilian employee, then this channel is just for you. Listen, there are all kinds of religious channels out there that you can go to, some good, some bad, some I don't know. That's not what we are. All we are is a source of information. My mission to you, I've been in law enforcement for 35 years. I'm prior military. I'm an SRT chaplain. I'm an SRT operator. I know the importance of spiritual fitness. Now, we lift weights, we run, we eat right, we do all these things. But my question to you is, where are you spiritually? Here's why that's important. If you're on the gun range and you're shooting and you're using your AR and you're moving from point A to point B, or if the course of fire is 2 rounds and let it hang, what's the first thing you do? You click that weapon to safe. You never move with that weapon off safe. You never let it hang while it's still hot. Okay? That's basics, right? Well, let me ask you this. Do you think you're going to live forever? I can tell you unequivocally the answer to that is no. The mortality rate on this life is 100%. Ain't nobody getting out alive, all right? So here's what I want you to understand about Peacemakers Ministries, okay? I am very, very politically incorrect. I don't apologize for that. I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm a patriot. I love our flag. Little disclaimer here, you disgrace that flag in front of me, I know how to ask forgiveness for responding appropriately, and that's all we're going to say about that. We don't solicit money. We don't accept money. I don't need the money. I don't want the money. What I need for you to do is when you pray, that you pray, Lord, give Chap, and that's what I am to you guys from now on out, Chap, what you want us to hear. Let me talk to you about some of the people we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. We're going to be talking about American gunfighter Pat McNamara, John Lovell. You know him from Poet Warrior Society, John Chapman, Jocko Willink, all these guys, okay? And what they have to offer you as an operator, you as a patrol officer, you as a leader, you as a firefighter, wherever you're at. If you aren't following these guys, what's the matter with you? You ought to be. These guys all preach training. And it's not you go out one day and you train and the next day, well, it's kind of warm out and we don't want to do this. And, well, I don't want it doesn't work that way. If you're going to be a professional and you're going to operate, or you're going to be a patrol officer, or you're going to fight fire, or you're going to save lives, you have to be prepared to train to do that. Your spiritual fitness is no different. Now, do I make mistakes? You betcha. Do I act like a Christian all the time? Well, I don't, but it's not intentional. And I have enough sense to say, Lord, I shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry. Here's what I want you to understand. When you stand in front of holy God, is he going to look at you and say, well done, my good and faithful servant? Or is he going to look at you and shake his head and say, depart from me, for I never knew you? Y'all, warriors die. You can do everything right and still get dead, okay? So being spiritually fit is more important than being physically fit. Now, I know some of y'all just went, okay, I get it. I understand it. I do. I get that. But as we move forward with our first interview, and we will be doing a lot of interviews with folks, because I don't want you to just hear from me all the time. You're going to hear from my wife. You're going to hear from my children, my son, my daughter, from when I fought post-traumatic stress, what it did to them. You're going to also understand where I failed and God came through. Okay? So here's the thing. Sheepdogs are fact-driven people. I'm good with that. So my videos are going to be about 5 to 7 minutes, maybe 8 to 10 minutes if I have an interview to do with somebody, okay? I'm not going to beat you over the head with the Bible. I'm not going to burn you up with fire and brimstone. Look, when you stand in front of holy God, one or two things are going to happen. He's going to welcome you in, or he's going to honor your wish not to accept him. There's no in between. There's no, you know what? I should have listened to Chap. I should have listened to this person. I should have listened to that person. Too late at that point. All right? I'm not trying to scare you to Jesus. Jesus don't want you to come to him because he's scared. Jesus wants you to come to him because if you want to be a good operator, you want to be a good patrol officer, you want to be a good commander, you want to be a good sergeant, you want to be a good firefighter, you want to be good at what you do, make him your focus point. Make him your focus point. He will direct your steps. Okay? He will help you make the decisions that you struggle with. Finally, I want you to know that we have an email address that you can write to me. In that email address, it's sheepdogsoverwatch at gmail110. At gmail.com. 110 is my old badge number. You can go to Google, hit the @ symbol, and write Freddy the Service Dog 110. Now, dog is D-A-W-G, okay? When you do that, it's going to pull up our Facebook page under Peacemakers Ministries. So be free to go there, look at that. I've set up a prayer request email line for you. Now, listen, y'all, this is a confidential email. Nobody's going to see this email but me. So whatever you send me on that email is going to be between me, you, and God. But I promise you, I'll pray over your prayer request. Okay? That prayer request is prayers, please, the number 8 at gmail.com. Again, it's totally confidential. Now, y'all, I got to have you do 4 things for me. The first thing I need you to do is to pray for the success of our venture here on YouTube. Okay? The next thing I'd like to ask you to do is hit your like button. The last thing I'd like you to do is share and subscribe. Now, maybe this ain't your cup of tea. Maybe you want to come back and visit once in a while. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. But what you can do is you send up a prayer once in a while and say, hey, Lord, remember Chap. All right? So God bless you. I look forward to seeing you, and we'll kick it off next week.